Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is 83 Garage. We're going to assemble a crane. The reason why I say assemble is because it looks like to me that there's no backing plate, which I have to make for that. And it doesn't look like there's any hardware that I can use to bolt that to my truck bed. So this will be part one of a two-part build. First, it'll be the assembly, which is going to happen now, and then it'll be the mounting to my truck bed. Unfortunately, that won't be happening today, which is a big damn. Anyways, I'm going to throw this, we're not going to put it in time lapse, I'm just going to run the video. installing the wheel, it gets stuck on this edge right here, so sometimes it might throw you off, but I got it. So will you. And this gets bolted up like that. I will tighten everything up at the end. Okay, so this was annoying. You can barely reach the bolts, but you can do it. Just have to get a straight wrench and just get the tightening best you can. Anyways, we're gonna put the ratcheting mechanism back together. Okay guys, it's assembled. It has a couple kinks I want to work out and whatnot, but she's good enough for now. Again, I have to make a plate and grab some bolts for the bottom part, but you've got your ratchet. You do that, it lowers. You put it back in lock position, it raises, so that's good. This is going to be in the way, but it's kind of out of the way. You have your extendable boom, you have your ram, or your hydraulic lift for pumping things up. This disassembles, so you can just release it like that, as such. And then you can extend the boom, if you want to call it that. Without the proper instructions, as per normal with the Princess Auto stuff, it's difficult, but not impossible. So you have your 2000 lift, you have your 1000 lift, and again, when you do this, you let it the boom, you have to make sure that you have enough left over in your ratchet. That's probably good there. No. Anyways, that's the unlock position. There we go. Let it the boom, and you can put it to the second position, which is just 1,000 pounds. And that's one of the reasons why my tailgate is now removable. I'm just kind of trying to quickly show this to you guys. Not glamorous at all. Now I'm at the 1,000 pound position, and this is going to be at the back of my truck. So I'll have about 2.5 feet of length to be able to lift stuff up, and then when you loosen this, you can swing it. I'll put my foot on the plate. See, you can swing it around. So that's awesome. It's one of the reasons why I like this model. And then the other part of that, the reason why I chose this model, is it's got a grease fitting here, but it's not protected. That's not the reason why I chose this model, funny enough. So we'll take out the armature there. Let's see if I can do this. It'll be first time trying this. Let that out like that. Let's just take that out together. It'll be mounted to my truck, and I wanted to be able to lift this straight up. Yep. There you go. You take the crane, you can put it down in the bed so it's not sticking up, and then when you need it, or you can take it out of the bed completely, and then when you need it, you can just put it back down. Seems like a lot of effort, but when you need to lift 2,000 or 1,000 pounds, typically I'll be around that mark, probably around 300 to 400, 500 pounds. So this is going to save me a lot of effort. So I don't want to put the boom back in. I know it's going to stay. There we go. Just slide this up. Get back in the position there. I might do a quick. My socket's walking away, so that's cool. Might do a quick connection on that, and then you have the 2,000 pound point. You grab your handle here to bring this down. Obviously, you don't recommend putting your hands into these areas because when this comes down, you will see, just like that. You don't want to get stuck there. That's not nice. And then you flip this to the lock position, and it ratchets it up. I want to actually extend this all the way out and ratchet it one time. And then back to lock. Now it's still got to be ratcheted up. And then the other part of this that I like, it's kind of awkward though, but you can use the handle here to maneuver this around for heavy stuff. Kind of gives you a point of leverage. But like I said, I got to make a plate for that and bolt it through, so I need to get some grade 8 hardware. I'll probably grab 4 bolts, and looks like 5/8. Obviously lock washers and all that nonsense. I'll get some zinc coated because it's got to go underneath the truck. I'm talking about this piece here. So what I'll probably end up doing is I'll take that base plate to work, and then I'll make the That's not the female version, it's just another plate. The twin version of it, minus the cylinder piece there. So far this thing looks like it's going to be a win for the back of my truck and lifting motors and all sorts of stuff. And it's nice. I'm impressed. Might even help when oh, excuse me. Might even help when I'm loading stuff in the dock height for the box trucks, because my pickup truck is not dock height. Typically what I do is I'll strap it to the top part of like the bed rails, and then I'll get a forklift to lift it off. But now I'll have the other option of flipping this up and unloading stuff that way. So I'm kind of liking that. We'll see how well it works in the coming months once I get it finally fully installed. So guys, if you like what I do here, if you like what I'm doing, and just, you know what, like, share, and subscribe. I'll catch you guys in the next one, but if I can help it, I want to just kind of go slowly over this entire thing in case anybody wants to take a look at it closer. I got to tighten this down, obviously. This was a pain, getting there all just in that tight little area there. This is bolted down properly first. So to start off with, you got the base, you put the cylinder piece in there, which is this whole thing right this way. You bolt this all down. So, and the hardware it gave me was the bolt, the lock washer, the washer, and then the nut. Then the next thing I did with this whole thing here is I got the ram, I bolted this into place, base, and then the next part I did was I threw the bolt through here and then there with the wheel. This was a bit of problematic, but I kept everything loose, as you know, because it's still loose. I haven't tightened everything down yet. Still loose, still loose. This might not be ever tightened down, but this here is going to be tightened down. And the same with this. This for aesthetics. And then right after that, you got this piece. You ratchet, you put all this the way through. This is, again, the most difficult, just because it's annoying. And this here got stuck on this little lip here. So a little bit of a design flaw, but that's all right. We work through it. And then we feed that all the way down here. The best way to do that is to loosen this off and let this kind of free flow. I still got to tighten this down, guys, so don't worry about that. And then when you have the hook out here, you got another little wheel right there, and then you can just put that through. This will hold all that in place. You bolt this way, and the boom is reflective of the length of the winch. So anyways, then you have this little piece here. They want you to put a bolt through there. That was not supplied, so you have a second tier mechanism. This does not get shorter. You put it into here, which would have been nice if I could do that. Not kind of sure what they were thinking here. Maybe I'm wrong in some aspects. I don't know. Anyways, this is how I decided to build the crane for the back of my pickup truck for lifting heavy objects. And or getting rid of heavy objects instead of just putting it right back to the tailgate and then pushing them off at the end. Which, by the way, I have kind of broken my tailgate in the past, so having one of these would make that a little easier, and I would be able to avoid breaking my tailgate. So, now that you've made it this far in the video, I'll catch you guys in the next one.
Peace!